Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Arizona in a hurry.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Finds his man. It's 4. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down mark. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Smith wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Looking to throw again. Bringing the heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? Third, it's a passing situation. The defense knows that they do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes and speed and elusiveness, things he can't coach, that allows him to go pick up the first down and keep the offense on the field.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as he gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
With the catch, it's Washington. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job. Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. The Sooners are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And tackled there by the defense. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to run for it. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The give to the tailback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And the Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Black. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Smith dropping to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Spits it out to the back. Quick completion on the out. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll leave it with the lone back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Smith wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Black. Great pickup as it'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Black. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Sooners! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. Smith dropping to pass. Gets rid of it. The short hands. It's Ford. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And wings it incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Creates a little space. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll close the gap to 14. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Got the quick pass.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Buying some time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Lots of room to run. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Arizona set to start this 2nd half. They'll kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Delay game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Oh, it's a reverse. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside that are going to make plays, obviously it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
On the run, it's Briggs. Got the first down. Looking for more. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Black. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it. 1st down and more. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field
big showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Wake Forest is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing on the basketball court with the Deacs. They're up by 18 over Coastal Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Smith wants to throw. Got him downfield. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw around.
Arizona right back to the line. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Ford. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, third and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on first and second or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. The screen, he can go. There he goes. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brand. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground with the back. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. On the move, it's Brake. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continues.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Zings it complete to the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him, whether it's
turning it on. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Off play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Arizona. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Making side adjustments here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Black. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The hand to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up the first down. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Smith dropping to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing it each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Slams it ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
From the gun, looking for a man. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Lets it fly. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Got some room to run. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you can possibly do.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The DBs will back off a bit. He wants a big play here late. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Finds his tight end. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.